Wednesday, November 9th. This is the DW Pod. Big Al's here. Behind the camera, Ben's here. TG is here. This episode, we got Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia review. A little Should I Swipe Right, a new segment. Worst dating stories, the Mount Rushmore of Southern food. That should be a good one. Thanksgiving food draft, along with the perfect roasted marshmallow and a lot more.
Well, we'll get right into it. Sports weekend, big sports weekend.
Yeah.
Probably didn't go the way anybody in this room wanted it to go.
A lot of pain.
So.
A lot of pain. More than I want to acknowledge.
Bama's in a spot, or we Bama fans are in a spot we're not used to.
No. It's almost a breath of fresh air, too, though.
A little bit of relief.
Yeah, because watching that, now it's like, what am I stressed about now?
Yeah.
You know, my Sunday was completely ruined because of Saturday. Ben,
what happened to Tennessee, Ben?
Our offense didn't show up.
Oh.
They didn't show up.
Our offense did not show up.
What about that defense?
Our defense?
Yeah.
Our defense.
The
actually,
defense that you went on a rant about last
Our defense did what they had to do to win that game. They held Georgia to under 30 points. We scored over 30 points in every single game this year. If we hold the team to 30 points or less, then we have a chance to win. But our offense just sucks.
Oh, I just can't believe
that's a ridiculous statement. If
Georgia's
we hold the
defense
offense
was great.
under 30 points.
Georgia's defense was great.
Yeah.
But, like...
Yeah, let's slow down on the pain. How was y'all's weekend? Everybody have a good weekend before we get too deep in the pain, because I could tell where we were going. In video game news, I saw the new God of War came out, and I can't play it because I have an Xbox. I switched over from Xbox to PlayStation. A little butthurt about that, and unlike Ben, I don't build computers, so I'm still not able to play it.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear about that, nor do I really care.
Yeah. I played God of War, like God of War 1, 2, and 3 because my roommate had it. Or one of my friends in college had it, but I haven't bought it myself.
I mean, if you like that with ancient mythology stuff, it's off the chain.
I remember when I got my first PlayStation ever. Yeah. Which was a PlayStation 2 because I never had an original PlayStation. But the God of War game came with it, and that's
fantastic.
All I ever played.
You got to kill Medusa?
No, I don't know.
Fights? You don't remember?
No.
All right. Well, Aaron Carter died, Ben. I know this means a lot to you. You want to speak on that for a little bit?
Sure, you can. But I don't know who that is.
What?
I don't know. Who are you talking about?
Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter. Come on. You know.
Aaron Carter. Yeah, of course. I know. I know who that is.
Devastated.
Yeah, dude.
Devastated.
Who is he, actually?
Alex, name 4 boy bands.
Not the place to go.
This is not the way to go?
No.
Right,
not towards me. I don't know it much. My only extent of knowledge of Aaron Carter is for some reason when my wife and I first started dating and we would get in the car.
Yeah.
Every time her phone would connect to the Bluetooth, it would play this song by Aaron Carter every time.
What song?
No matter...
Did Aaron? Well, I'm looking at this guy like he knows. I know you don't know. Who did I Want Candy? Was that Aaron Carter?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
Well, now that y'all have started this, I'm questioning myself. Was he in the Backstreet Boys?
No, that's Nick Carter. That's his older brother. I do know that.
Oh, the youngest one died.
Yes.
Wow, this is news to all of us. Let's move along. In a weekend full of painness and sadness, Clemson lost.
Which was a little bit of a highlight.
Yeah. Couldn't enjoy it like I wanted to.
Never want to see Notre Dame win, but, it's always nice to see Clemson lose. So, But, yeah, like I said, you couldn't enjoy it.
Also, in some more recent news, somehow Jeff Saturday was introduced as the Colts head coach. It goes with what I say. It's better to know someone, than I just ruined my own quote. But
so he was just a high school football coach, and now he's coaching the NFL.
Well, I saw
he was a stud in the league.
Yeah, he was.
I saw where, with that announcement that the Panthers are now looking at bringing Luke Kuechly in as the head coach.
That's a lot better than just Saturday. Luke Kuechly knew all the plays before they happened.
Dude, it's about the same.
It's pulling somebody from outside of the organization in to coach the team.
And here's the thing that I'm not even looking for that you could say. Look at how the NFL just struggled with the Rooney Rule with Brian Flores, the little black head coach thing, and you pull a stunt like that. You don't even interview a soul.
Yeah.
You just bringing your homeboy off the street because he used to play for you. The NFL does
now, watch
it to
him come in and just
every time.
Watch if he just runs a table.
He can't. The Colts absolutely
I know, but I mean,
Who they got behind center right now? It was Matt Ryan. Now they replaced
They got that one Texas quarterback who was he's using a lot of memes now. He goes, Texas fans, we're back, and they have sucked ever since.
What's his name?
Sam Ellinger?
Yeah, Ellinger.
But let's just go ahead. That was a nice little intro. Let's move straight to this pain. All right, Al. Let's go with the Bama game first. You know, we'll save the second half for Ben. You know, he can talk more about their defense holding somebody to 98 points, you know.
98. You said 98? It feels like 98.
30 might as well be 98 was the point.
Let's just, this open wound, you know, slowly starting to close. Let's just talk about the disappointment in that game.
Props to Brian Keller.
Yes. He is a good coach. He showed now, like, just because he couldn't get the not so smart kids.
Right. The talent. The physical talent.
There we go. Because what I was going to say would have been politically incorrect. But thank you for that. Go ahead and finish.
The physical talent. I mean, obviously when Alabama and Notre Dame played each other, you could see the difference
of athletes
in appearance. I mean, simply they looked like a high school team and
an SEC versus SEC.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you come down to LSU where you can recruit against Alabama, you're getting the same players. It's a different game. And when you have a good coach like Brian Kelly,
he's an absolute stooge, but the dude's a good coach.
He's a goober now.
Don't take that away from him, you know.
Yeah.
Dude's a doofus.
Him and his fake Southern accent.
You know, and he beat us.
We let him beat us his first
year, too. Like, he doesn't even have his
first try,
quote unquote, recruits.
The minute they said they were going to give those corn dog fed Cajuns a night game, I tensed up a little bit.
But then you go and looked at the stats. Alabama's actually done pretty good in Death Valley at night.
For sure.
Historically.
For sure.
So I was like, okay, you know. But,
I mean, they call it Bryant Denny West, don't they?
I like that, Ben.
That's pretty good.
But it just didn't happen, man.
Just off.
I've fought for Pete Golden so much.
I know you have.
And
whatever reason.
I'm saying he's not Pruitt. He's not Kirby. But he's good. He's better than the guy before that left and went to Cleveland.
Tosh Lupway.
Yeah, way better than him. He's good, just not great. We've had some great ones, but it really showed that he wasn't great going against an offensive mind that they were putting on display. Because it just didn't feel like we had the right calls.
Well, and even when we had a good play, they can't tackle. And I know, I'm sure a lot of that is just the way that defensive players are so in a box now.
Yeah.
You know, they can't attack. You can't have a Reuben Foster out there decapitating people anymore.
Reuben leaves the first half of every game.
Right.
Helmet to helmet.
No doubt.
Ben, as an outsider, so we don't spend too much time on this, what do you think?
I mean, everybody's usually excited when Alabama loses just because everybody likes to see the best lose.
And we're still seventh.
Y'all dropped
Is it ninth or seventh?
Y'all dropped the ninth.
That's still too high.
My thing is...
Because that gives you this much
hope. That's the brand, man.
My thing is why don't y'all run the ball more?
Because we have a stooge calling
plays. Did you see that stat?
I did. That's what I was going to go into. Like y'all are like second in yards per carry.
In yards per carry and 88th in carries per game.
Yeah. That's insane.
Unbelievable.
A lot of stuff did happen that game that just shows just how athletes that we have or that are in the SEC. Chase McClellan getting caught on that one run was huge. We only got 3 points out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bryce also threw that early pick. I didn't think it would hurt us because we just did whatever we wanted to that first drive.
Yeah.
Came back and hurt us pretty. I mean, a lot of stuff. Clearly there was a bad call, but seeing maybe 1 or 2 bad calls compared to the Tennessee game. Where
they
10.
cleaned it up.
Yeah.
You know, for
there
sure.
There was a block in the back on that touchdown, but
Yeah.
I mean, that was
like I can say that happens.
You win the game the way we should, then that's not an issue. So we're not going to make excuses.
Yeah, that happens.
The block in the back wasn't like blatantly block in the back. I mean, when you look at the replay,
the picture I saw,
the picture you see, like it was blatant, but like it wasn't like real time.
The guy's back.
Real time, it didn't like look.
Well, it also impacted the play, Ben. So don't you dare go there. Mm-hmm. You know, he couldn't make the tackle because he was getting pushed in his back.
I wouldn't really say pushed. I would say more just having hands laid on him.
Block in the back.
All right, dude. All right.
All right, Tennessee and Georgia.
Yeah, please.
What did y'all thoughts on that?
Exactly what I thought would happen happened. They came into Georgia, and Georgia stomped a mud hole in them. The final score of that game is very misleading.
I was absolutely wrong.
To Oregon and Georgia, and I don't think that's
I don't think it was quite that taken out to the woodshed, but
you still were on the driveway. You didn't make it in the woodshed. But they were dragging you there.
Yeah, we were on the way.
I just don't understand. Because I believe in you guys to be who you were wherever you play, outside of just playing Alabama. And I'll be damned if y'all don't play different than y'all play versus Alabama versus Georgia.
Yeah,
I think it's just being away from home too was a little bit. That's why it was a little bit.
Dude, that's part of being a great team.
The playoffs are away from home.
Yeah,
but it's on a neutral field. It's not like in their stadium. It's a little bit different. Like
those fans were rocking though.
Yeah, they were.
That's the first time I've seen Georgia like that since the blackout.
Yeah,
where they were just like, I mean, you could feel it through the TV, but. Tennessee proved that no good high school hillbilly ball. You know, it can be stopped with
Tennessee. A lot of credit to Georgia though, because Georgia, like I said last week, they should have been number one.
Yeah,
and they showed that.
They also showed that hey, we still have the same type of athletes. If Bama's is better, theirs better. Who cares? They're still in the same bubble.
Yeah,
but you see what good coaching does. You see how you just don't get beat over the top every play.
Yeah.
Same caliber athletes. Yeah. Same caliber athletes, completely different ball game.
I mean, I'm not saying that like it wasn't a beatdown, but Tennessee definitely missed opportunities to make it a good game. Like it would have been a lot closer than people are making it out. I mean, it would be a different conversation we're having now because I went back and counted like 3 or 4 deep balls that if they were caught, then it's a completely different game. Like the one that got picked off when he chucked it down to Cedric Tillman, the Georgia player made a good play.
That was insane.
But Jalen Hyatt had a deep ball overthrown. Princeton Fant had a deep ball overthrown, and Brew McCoy also had a deep ball overthrown. I love the way you
dissected this.
So if we hit a couple of those, like it's a completely different game.
But you rely on big plays only.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
That's the thing.
Y'all were running the ball pretty good still. Now I don't understand how. It's just
Georgia's defensive backs are just a lot more better.
When you have Bobby Hill as a head coach, sometimes he just won't block the slot blitz.
That is so unbelievably
How many times do y'all get sacked by the slot blitz? 3 times?
I lose a lot. We got sacked.
That's an insane sack number for one blitz.
Mm-hmm.
But yet Bama didn't.
But we also held on to.
Memphis got a lot of sacks that night, though. I think. It was at least 5.
Maybe it's a blur in my head.
It was at least 5 sacks. Now, granted, most of the time he was out of the pocket, so I guess wouldn't necessarily count it as a sack. But
just Hooker wants to play completely different against Georgia.
Anyway, terrible sports weekend.
Yeah. I think we should just go ahead and move on from the pain.
I did like the fact the Astros won. You know, Dusty got him one. Yeah. Pretty happy about Dusty getting one.
Good for Dusty. 73 years old.
Yeah, he's my.
How long has he been like managing?
He started managing in '93, and it's been off and on.
Is he the same age as Saban?
He's older. He's older.
He's older than Saban. Yeah.
By how many? How old Saban?
70.
And he's 73.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Dusty.
Fun fact: Dusty Baker was on deck when Hank Aaron broke the record.
Huh.
Pretty cool. Saw an awesome picture of those two together.
Watching more baseball. If I would have known I could wear oven mitt while running the bases, I might have stayed playing baseball.
That was not a thing when you were playing baseball.
No, dude. If your hands didn't get beat up trying to slide, then what were you out here doing?
I mean, I did have a special pair of batting gloves that I would put on when I ran the base. I had my batting gloves.
It was a full-on oven mitt. I'm looking at that damn thing like, what?
Some of them are ridiculously.
I mean, they're protect the hands, apparently. I mean, that's what they say.
Who was the one athlete that messed their hand up to cause that? It had to have happened. Like everything's. like a cause and a reaction. Like, who was that person? That had to have been.
Well, this the evolution of the head first slide, and then people. I don't know if there's a specific incident that you can point, at least not on the top of my mind that I can point to. But when you slide head first into the base, you're gonna jam your fingers. You're gonna get stepped on. So somebody wised up and said, "Hey, let's put on an oven mitt."
Especially for the MLB players that are making millions of dollars. You can't really afford
when you guys put
to
it that way, it
jam
makes a
your
lot of
finger.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of protective gear that a batter or runner wears now is unbelievable. I mean, if somebody walks, the amount of crap that they've got to take off.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's unbelievable.
But it's all needed. Dude.
I don't even know how they swing sometimes.
Yeah.
I get it, because you don't want to take a 98-mile-an-hour fastball off the elbow.
No.
I get it.
They do look like cyborgs walking up there.
But it's unbelievable. Like I said, you'd think that it would affect your swing.
The first one I remember was Barry Bonds and that robotic arm he used to have.
Oh, yeah. And at the time, man, he was one of the only ones that really wore anything. And, yeah, he got walked most of the time.
And he would have to do every strap to get it off. That's great. Big Dog Al. So, in a way, I'm not going to say I'm back in the dating pool because I'm not looking, but I'm no longer with the woman I was with.
Oh, no.
So, in a way, you got to get back out there. So maybe I did before I realized this is complete shit. I might have downloaded a dating app.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm going to read some profiles off to you. And you as my friend, knowing what I like, I need you to tell me which one of these I should swipe right on.
Okay, this sounds fun.
Are we going just off the bio?
Yeah, dude, we're not. Who gives a shit about looks at this point of my life? I've had some beautiful
it's good
women.
That you've accepted that.
I've had some beautiful women, had some ugly ones. I don't even care anymore. But I'm just going to read these profiles. You let me know which one's the one for me.
Okay.
Number 1. I'm not here to add you to my body count, so don't waste your time with an exclamation point. You got to hear the other two. So you
you want me to hear them all first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. We got Bama, Braves, Mom. I can quote every episode of Friends. I can outdrink you. I'm a cosmic genius. Get in where you fit in. Sick emoji, cowboy hat emoji.
Interesting.
The last one. Can somebody fuck me for my OnlyFans?
Well, not that one.
Oh, you sure we're crossing that one out?
You gotta take that one out.
We're not
Well, I guess it
Depends on
depends on what you're looking for at this point. Yeah.
I'm letting you know me, so you help me answer this question. Which one of these is the one?
I'd probably go 1, even though I asked her at the beginning before I knew what we were
Why
doing.
did you, what red flag did you see as the happily married man you are in that number 2? Because I know what it is for me. That it was like, everything seemed good.
Yeah. Everything seems great.
Then that get in where you fit in. I have no clue what that means.
Well, that and the cowboy and the sick emoji, I can't see. I'm trying to really rack my mind to.
What does that mean? What secret sex code is she trying to speak? That's got to be code for something.
It has to be code for something because I can't.
Man, you're from the hills of Tennessee. What does that mean up there?
What does that being from Tennessee have to do with that?
You would know more than us. I keep touching.
Maybe the younger generation would. Yeah, you need to quit hitting that.
I'm sorry.
I don't know idea what it means. What was it again?
It's this. It was this. She said, "Get in where you fit in." So that's like but then it's followed by a sick emoji and a cowboy hat emoji.
I have no idea.
Well, Alex, if I can ever get back to those profiles, if I open it back up, I will for sure be looking for Mrs.
Now, I'll tell you what, one thing you need to consider, though, the third one,
Yeah.
is if she's being funny, because that's hilarious. Now, if she's being serious, major A.
Major red
But
flag.
if that's her sense of humor, then that's great.
What do you think the percentage is that she's being funny with that?
5. And that's probably being generous.
No way. Oh,
I think I figured it out. The emoji mean. I
What?
think she didn't want cowboys.
well, that's all I am.
A cowboy?
I'm a worn out cowboy.
Well,
Was
then
the
that's a bad
the
person.
sick
That's a bad
emoji is
person for you.
before the cowboy?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that would I would read it if I would agree with you if the cowboy emoji was first and then the sick emoji.
Yeah. Cowboys make me sick. Not sick make me Cowboys.
I'm saying she doesn't want the Cowboys. I'm sick of the Cowboys.
Sounds like something sexual to me.
I don't think it does. That's just your mind in the gutter.
You think this bitch wants some tacos?
I like that though.
That went way better than I thought.
That's a good little.
That was good.
That's nice.
All right, but that can help us move right into our next one: the worst dating stories. I want you to start, Al.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. So this is when I first moved down here. No one.
Yeah.
Really, no experience going out. No, really know what to expect. I was talking to this chick, and she's like, "Hey, let's meet up at this little area that's got a nice little restaurant, nice outdoor area. Okay,
Spacious,
little neighborhood around it. Nice area." I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna. This is at night.
Yeah.
Like a Friday or Saturday night. I don't remember. So I put on the standard Big Al date night attire, right? Cowboy boots, jeans, button up.
as it should be.
Pretty standard.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, but, go out there to meet this girl. And I get there and park, and she comes walking up, and she's in little jogging shorts and tank top and running shoes on, tennis shoes. Well, this is odd. I'm not real sure what to do in here. And she just takes off walking. Booking it, son.
Oh.
So we are on a work. This is a workout.
This is cowboy boots?
Yes. We're not meeting to go to the little restaurant area, the little picnic area, and have a drink and talk.
No.
We're going on a full-fledged, not a run, but a brisk jog. Brisk.
How breathable was this polo?
It was a button down. Long sleeve button down rolled up.
Rolled up? Oh, man.
And this, I want to say it was probably around August.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I got short little legs, dude.
And
I'm in cowboy boots and jeans.
How quick did you get out of breath?
Dude. And I was in shape at this point. Like in best shape I ever was in.
I've seen you, Ben. Be sure to put a picture up on the screen when this is posted.
That's fine. But I mean, I at one point said, look, we got to stop. I got to sit down. I'm getting blisters on my feet. Cowboy boots are broken in, but they're not meant to go 3 or 4 miles around the neighborhood at a, brisk, like I said.
At a pace to burn calories.
Yes.
Jesus.
This was not a slow walk and talk, which would have been fine. This was she was there to work out.
And you were just tagging along?
And I was just struggling,
But
son.
you were dressed like a gentleman.
Struggling.
She didn't give a damn about you,
Did not
man.
give a damn.
So what did y'all talk about before? How did she come to that conclusion that she was there to do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, how did that get set up?
I have no idea. Don't remember all those details, but my
Sounds
goodness.
like maybe she brought up getting hot and steamy, and you just didn't know that meant doing exercise. Hey, listen, it happens. I take it there was no second date.
There was no second date.
Ben, you got one?
Not really.
Okay, I got one. So this one right here, worst dating story that I've experienced. We'll have to cut this. So this is the one.
He's not going to cut it.
You need
not going to cut it.
Don't, dude. For you two, please cut it.
He's not going to cut it.
He didn't cut anything.
You need to
last
stop
time.
saying.
You need to stop
cut
saying
this
that.
because
Yeah.
he's not.
Why won't you cut it?
Because it makes the video jacky and weird.
Jackie. More Jackie and weird than some of them
It just looks
already.
jacked up. I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm not cutting this.
Continue the story.
Yeah, go.
Dude, you're going to ruin the story. You got to cut it.
I can't cut it right now.
All right, so this is a buddy of mine. 3 amigos, myself, 2 other buds, were in Birmingham, rooftop bar, having a great time. You know the average pitch and woo. But my one friend, he's off to the side on his phone, giddy like a schoolgirl. Like whatever he's getting that text message, I want some. So he distanced himself away from us. We don't know where he goes, but he's clearly in love with these text messages.
into it.
Yeah. He comes back. He comes just sprinting back to us like, guys, we got to go. We got to go now. And, when you're with your boys, sometimes you just got to make it happen. No more excuses. Sorry, ladies. Whatever you got going on, let me close the tab, get out of here. Me and my boy got to go handle something. So we head to the second bar. Me and the other friend, we got to take a piss. Been drinking pretty heavy, having a good night. Go straight, did I say to the bar?
Yeah.
All right. We go straight to the bathroom. We've been drinking pretty heavy, having a good time, go take a quick piss. We come out the bathroom looking for our friend who went to go find this girl. He's giving us the neck cut. Like, nah, she's not here, dude. And we're just like, get the hell out of here. We just drove 20 minutes here. Where is this girl? So we just scoped the dance floor, and there is one girl with one guy on this wall doing stuff I can't explain to my mom. Just kissing, get it in. And I saw my friend die on the inside because that was the girl that was texting her.
Oh, man.
She brought him there to watch her just make out with this dude.
What?
And so we're like, nah, dude, we got here. We're here now. Let's at least make sure she sees you. Maybe she'll feel terrible about the things that she did. As we get closer over there, this guy picks her up and keeps kissing her in the bar. I mean, it was one of the worst things I had to watch somebody else experience.
That's pretty brutal right there.
I feel like I sped through that story.
I thought that wasn't I thought it was like a personal date for you.
No, I did have a personal date when I probably could explain it better. It's real hard for me to not say the F word a lot when I'm speaking about these type of stories. Like, man, it was fucking off the chain. We were
So
taking.
Instead of telling a story, you're going to give your explanation by dropping multiple F-bombs.
That's just what I do. But it's the backstory is this guy, he was a nice looking dude, just wasn't at the time a ladies' man. Mm-hmm. There's always, that just happens. That was his part of life. So when you hear he's finally got a chick, we're excited. Like, let's get out of here. Let's take you straight there. And we get there, and the girl's the dude looks like the statue of David, too. Just a big old boy, and he's just...
The guy that she's making out with?
Yeah. And then...
So did he ever approach?
He didn't. He tried to. He did the whole...
But there was never a break.
Here's the messed up part about it. She later goes and writes a book about that situation and does tell a mutual friend of theirs that she did see him that night, but she just couldn't say anything to him.
Wow.
Writes a book about it?
A book.
She dedicated the book to him. He was one of the people she dedicated the book to. This is a grade A biatch,
Yeah, I mean...
That's wild.
I don't give a shit if you dedicate a book to me. You did me like that.
I just wish you could have seen the life leave my friend.
No, I can imagine.
Like, yours sounds funny. I know mine hit a little different. Like, damn.
Yeah, that's tough.
I mean, I could have said at the time, the reason I don't really mess with dating apps, even though we just had that segment, because the first time down here I got catfished pretty bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like you. I should have known I was getting catfished when she wanted to meet up at an IHOP.
You're kidding.
I do. No,
that's not serious.
And you actually went.
Well, I'm a lover of breakfast, Ben. What do you want me to do? Not go to IHOP?
You're not serious.
I swear to God. I can't make that up. She's like...
You're right. Yeah. You can't make that up.
I mean, you forget Thomas's life is basically a comedy movie.
Yeah, that's true.
She goes, "You want to get something to eat in the morning?"
Books, you're a person
I'm like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Well, let's just go to IHOP." And I get there, and I like big girls. I like all women. Big girls need love too. Much bigger than a profile. A lot bigger.
But it was the same girl.
She comes waddling in there, and I was like, "Let me get my food to go," because we had to go to Baltimore for work that night. Me and Mike.
Oh, jeez.
And I remember getting in the car with Mike. He's like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Dude, I think I just got catfished." Like the MTV show? Like, I think that just happened to me. And he was like, "What happened?" I was like, no, I don't want to talk about it. But this is actually my first time speaking about it.
Really?
Yeah, that one was rough.
That's tough.
Because I was like, man, these dating apps are awesome. I see why everybody's on here. You just click with somebody, go on a date, have a good time.
So this was like your first experience with a dating app?
Yeah.
Well, see why you don't like to use them.
But I am going to get on there now to read those profiles.
No, that's good stuff. That might be gold. That might be gold.
Ben, please take us to the next segment, sir.
Right. We're going into... I have a video for y'all.
You're the worst.
I want y'all to react to it.
All right, pull it up. Let me see what you got here, Ben.
Alrighty.
So what exactly is it first? What are we starting off with?
What it looks like is some football parents that are like having fun with their kids at the football practice, and we're trying to either tackle them or have their kids tackle them.
How old are these kids? What did I say, 8U?
It says 8U on the screen, yeah.
Yeah, it says 8U.
So hold on. Let me think of myself at 8 years old. Could I take down my parents? I don't know. Right. Not my dad. That's not happening.
Let's play it, though.
God. Oh, go. Press pause. Press pause. Go back. Go back. Dog.
Bro.
Go back.
What do you want to see?
That's a big woman coming at you right there, Hoss. Let me see that again. And she's bouncing around. That poor, get down, bitch. Like, how could you say that to your kid?
Gosh.
Did he get hurdled? Oh, spin move. Jesus.
These kids are committed.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dirty.
Oh. She wouldn't even try it.
Oh.
Dog, they're going all out. Damn.
She didn't want to hurt him.
No.
That was so easy.
Face mask, my goodness.
To the ground. Dog, I wish in hell I could even live my life knowing my mom stiff-armed me
now
to the ground.
Yeah, he's waiting on her there.
Oh, he actually got a phone
So
call
only
right
one.
there.
Oh man,
only one got to stop there. What it looks like.
That's tough news
great.
right there.
That's pretty funny.
Do you think that team won any games?
Well, you got to think that might be some good practice for him.
Yeah.
Getting embarrassed.
Get knocked around a little bit.
So let's say we all go do that at practice, but Ben's mom stiff arms him to the ground. You think that's going to help Ben out?
8 years old.
We're going to make fun of Ben so tough.
Well, I forget. Y'all were brutal as children. Y'all's group. Y'all were just mean.
Well, I mean, that's like the last end of true bullying,
Yeah.
Before, kids started, what do they call it now? Unaliving themselves a lot?
Yeah.
Unaliving?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't say the other word.
He's looking at me like I'm a doofus. Unaliving?
I honestly never heard that.
It's a thing.
It's the safe word.
Huh.
All right, Al, what we got next?
You want to do this Thanksgiving food draft?
We can get right into it, Hoss.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving 2 weeks away.
I'm excited. I love Thanksgiving.
Is Thanksgiving the best holiday solely because of the food?
It's my favorite holiday, only because of the food. I don't know anything else about the day.
I mean, there's nothing else to be. It's the food. The food is all.
We cook similar to Thanksgiving on Christmas in my family, so I'd say Christmas.
What's a dish that? Because we have turkey on Christmas.
Yeah. We have historically.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think, what's a dish we would have at Thanksgiving that's absolutely not at Christmas time dinners?
Cranberry.
Cranberry might be.
I'd say that disgusting ass sweet potato pie with the marshmallows or that casserole.
Casserole.
Either way. Well, I don't eat sweet potatoes.
Apparently that's a dessert.
I've seen it served as both. My dad loves anything to do with it.
You just got to make it do what it do, or whatever that girl's profile said. Get in where you fit. Oh, man.
Right, let's go into this draft.
So I get
Thomas,
first pick.
Yeah, Thomas is going first.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Dude, don't do that. So number one off the board, I'm taking deep fried turkey.
Deep fried turkey is gone. I'm going to go dressing.
That's a good choice. Good choice. Number two, go with the nice classic honey baked ham.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Nice. Cool. Nice. Just to piss you off, because we both love them a lot, I'm taking deviled eggs.
Wow.
That's really good. I've never really had deviled eggs at Thanksgiving.
What?
Really?
Yeah. I see them all the time. I don't like them personally.
Deviled eggs, though, I make deviled eggs all the time, so that's not really,
I'm killing you right now, too.
Yeah, you are, but you picked all the meat, so what am I supposed to do?
You got lamb, you got hen.
I've never had lamb or hen.
Wow, dude, you got to come to my house.
Yeah, I'd love to, actually. Green bean casserole.
Damn it! Okay. No. I thought that was going to sneak right by you. I guess I'm going to have to save it with mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Damn. What is this, pick 4 or 5?
This pick 4 for you, but I got 5 coming up next. You won't get this one. You're going to be pretty mad at yourself for this.
Collard greens.
Collard greens. You're not good. Hawaiian rolls.
Oh. Damn.
Dude, that's just murder right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You definitely got the better side of the draft. I mean,
Don't sit there and complain.
I'm not complaining. I will finish it up with.
Go green beans. Make it a classic.
I already got green bean casserole.
Cornbread. Brown gravy.
I said mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh, you take the gravy. Black eyed peas, is that?
I think that's where I'm gonna have to go, just because you've really taken all my favorites. Black eyed peas.
Don't make this my fault.
It's not your fault. You got
that was a good draft. I would
say TG took the win there, so TG gets a.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, make sure you put a +1 on the screen too.
No.
Like, yeah, dude.
Oh, if we're keeping score, we got to go back.
You won the other one.
I won the Halloween candy draft. All right.
Who won Little Debbie?
I don't know.
Has that been posted?
No.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
Fantastic.
Hey, everyone. I'm here to give you a break from listening to Thomas and Alex, and I just wanted to tell you about your new favorite thing, Retro City Threads. If you're looking for a jersey from your favorite movie, TV show, or video game, you can now get exactly what you dreamed of. You can take 10% off your first order at RetroCityThreads.com with code TheDWPodcast. That's code TheDWPodcast at RetroCityThreads.com.
All right, let's move forward with the Mount Rushmore of Southern foods.
Staying in the food category.
Yes. And let's go ahead and set the parameters of this.
Okay.
We're going meat and 3, things that you would think you could only get in the South. So, Alex, with that being said, I think it goes without saying fried chicken's number 1, or the first head on the Mount Rushmore.
Are we going to... We're going to debate this. This is not a draft. We're debating.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely went full draft mode. Good call.
Yeah.
So, fried chicken, I feel like, yes, for me on the being the meat.
You can get it everywhere, but it's not the same.
Right.
Ben, what about y'all?
Every day at any meat and 3 restaurant in the South, you can get fried chicken. It's good.
I might put cornbread up there. Definitely. Cornbread definitely belongs.
That's interesting.
I'm trying to think if I had cornbread outside the South at other restaurants.
But the thing is, we're doing Mount Rushmore of meat and 3. Is cornbread going to be considered
no
a
part
3?
Of the 3?
That's like the roll of cornbread
that goes
they
on
put
top.
on the end. Yep.
Okay.
So, while it's a good point, not a 3.
Yeah. Well, part of my 3.
Good job, but not really.
Part of my 3 is definitely going to be cream corn.
Oh, I can't put that on,
dude.
You can get that anywhere. The part of the parameters was the South.
Dude, are you kidding me?
It's so much better in the South, though.
So you're telling me straight up, your Southern plate, you get to put down, you got your chicken next to your cream corn,
The first thing you said
Are
is
you
cream
kidding
corn.
me? There's nothing worse than when cream corn or collard green juice gets mixed in with the rest of your meal. And it's actually worse for cream corn.
I mix green beans and corn.
Well, Ben, you're also from Kentucky, or Tennessee. So we know you mix a lot of things together.
Nice.
So let's say this. Let's just up for this debate. Does collard greens make the list?
I think it has to. It's such a...
Ben's not liking that Tennessee joke. Incest.
I'm just a picky eater, so like I don't really agree.
You'll grow out
I
of
don't like collard greens that much.
You'll grow out of it. I used to would never touch the green, but now collard green is one of my favorite
The
things.
exact same thing.
Exactly.
What?
What even is it?
It's
just like its own
a
separate
leaf.
plant. It's just a leaf.
I couldn't tell you, Doug. I just eat them.
It's a leaf, but it's its own.
The collard greens love didn't come either for me until I moved down here. Like I was in my mid-20s. Like it was just I'd eat my collard greens because Mom would say you better eat some greens if you want something else, and I'm like, all right, let me get them all together real quick. But I love collard greens now. So we got fried chicken and collard greens so far. Whew. Meat and 3.
Fried okra.
Fried
okra.
Okay.
It's definitely good.
It's got to be considered at least.
I'm an okay fan of fried okra, not the biggest. Like I'll pick plenty of sides before them, but trying to stick with things we can only get in the South. I'm looking at this plate right now in my head. We got fried chicken, we got collard greens, we got okra. It's a lot of our arteries.
Fried green tomatoes.
I'd put fried green tomatoes before okra.
Really?
That's just my personal liking, not for the sake of the argument.
You can put a bunch of anything fried up there.
Well, it sucks ass because you think of mashed potatoes and mac and cheese, but you can get that anywhere.
Right.
What's the
really same with black eyed peas?
The twice baked potato, is that what it's called?
I don't know if that's necessarily a Southern thing, though.
So damn good, though.
That's fantastic.
It's so damn good.
We've put some parameters on ourselves here that might make it a little more difficult.
So let's just say we're at a meat and 3. Let's say today we're feeling a little extra hungry. Let me go with 2 meats. We got shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits is good country fried steak.
Country fried
now
steak.
You're talking dirty.
I'm going to keep just throwing out
Yeah, you haven't said anything close to
Unfortunately, being
helping.
from the South, that's just the way it rolls, man.
Oh, man. If any of those girls' profiles just said country fried steak.
Sign me up.
That's a super like. You said sign you up. Damn,
I make the best country fried steak in the state.
Listen, I'm going to... never mind.
Wipe me up.
Another... Well, I guess it's still fried. You got fried catfish.
Fried catfish is a good option.
What is going to be our last on the rush? No way we're going 3 fried foods.
We got fried chicken.
Fried foods, collard greens.
What about chicken and dumplings?
Chicken and dumplings, yes, has to be on there.
I'm not a fan.
Yep.
Didn't you have those at your wedding?
No, we had shrimp and grits at my wedding.
That's what you had. Something weird.
Chicken and dumplings is amazing.
Something weird.
I just remember being like, wow.
It's the first thing you brought up next to fried chicken. I don't want to hear it.
I brought it up because it's Southern. When I get shrimp and grits, I pick out the shrimp.
What?
Yeah, dude. Not a fan of grits unless I can put sugar in them. I'm sorry.
Just
I understand it. I'll take all that slander. That's how I eat my grits.
Bizarre.
And eating sweet grits and shrimp just isn't the move.
Well, don't put sugar in your grits.
Listen,
That's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. You're trying to get me worked up. It's perfectly fine. I love shrimp in my grits. Damn it. I love sugar in my grits. But never mind. That wasn't going to end well. Dog, we got to find number 4 unless we're just saying fried okra and fried green tomatoes. That's 3 fried foods. I mean, but that is the South.
Yeah.
We do die like
it's the Mount Rushmore of Southern meat and 3s. I mean, as unfortunate as it is, it's what belongs.
We are not healthy.
No, not healthy. Not a healthy group of folks.
No.
You going sweet roll of cornbread?
It depends.
Honestly, I'm more of a...
Depends on my mood.
Unless it's my grandmother's cornbread that I can mix with a nice tall glass of sweet tea, I'm probably going to get a roll.
I'm with you. Most of the time, I'm gonna get a roll because unless, like you said, it's cornbread you know is good because you can get bad cornbread.
Oh yeah, there's definitely bad cornbreads out there.
Ben, you ever had that jalapeno cornbread?
Yes, and it's terrible. I hate it.
You have got the taste buds of a 2-year-old.
Why when I bite into some bread would I want to taste something spicy?
I don't know. Oh, in some other news that I found depressing this weekend as well, the Buc-ee's or as the young kids say, Bussies in Auburn won't open until next year. It was supposed to open this month.
Huh.
I had it on my mental calendar all year.
I remember you talking about it. You was going to go there, like take a day trip just to go to Buc-ee's.
Listen, we could have vlogged it.
Could have vlogged.
Eating some brisket at Bussies.
Why do they call it Bussies?
Because the kids are dumber than shit,
it's
man.
2 C's and E's, and people are like, it's dumb.
You're asking people who didn't grow up with Sesame Street how to pronounce words. It's a different day and age.
Sesame Street's still on.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But
nobody watches it. It's on PBS, I'm pretty sure, but nobody watches
PBS. Is the neighborhood integrated yet?
What?
That would have been a really good time.
That's just me being inappropriate.
It is. My little nephew watches it quite often. So
it's not bad. I actually like Sesame Street.
There's a lot.
You know what's funny? The clips are now resurfacing now how good they were at helping kids learn how to read and spell and the confidence. Wish I had that instead of the old bag I had as a teacher. She told my mom I was a bull in a china shop. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm a kindergarten. I don't know how to use my body, and she just said I just tore everything up.
Were you big?
I didn't get fat until
not fat, but like tall. for that age.
Yeah.
Just a large child.
Just a large child. And, I mean, I tore some stuff up. You know, some of my front teeth are fake.
Just
I tore
being
my own
clumsy?
body. Yeah. I was very clumsy. Well known to trip over things.
Yeah.
You know, y'all like one time. That's how I bust my front teeth out the first time.
Really?
At church.
First time.
Yeah, it happened twice. At church, playing with the bouncy ball with my brother, and he throws it. Like, you know, they go all over the place. I'm going to get it. I trip over the water fountain, teeth first.
Jeez.
Watch my teeth shatter in the air.
Makes my mouth hurt.
Yeah.
Right now.
I busted my teeth out 3 times.
I have never busted my teeth out. I've actually never broken a bone.
Me either.
Same.
Which is
knock on wood.
Pretty
I think we're at the age where we don't have to knock on wood about that unless we're just doing something.
I don't know, dude. You can go down and hurt yourself now.
You're
Just
right.
a simple fall, you're gonna get hurt. Yeah. It's not like it used to be.
But you're not
where you just bounce back up.
You're not that damn old, but
No, you're not. But you don't understand.
I see what you're both saying. I'm going to meet in the middle. I don't think we've hit that age yet.
I'm not saying we're gonna break a hip when we fall.
Like, I mean, I told you, because sometimes my feet get so damn dry, I slip down the stairs.
Yeah. Well, it's a miracle that you're still alive. To be honest, it really is.
I do put myself through hell.
Some of the stories that you've told.
I got a quick question for you, Alex.
Okay.
Which of these 5 jobs will disappear first? I want you to really think about it.
Disappear first.
Yeah.
Go away from existence.
It'll be stuff we tell our kids. You know, in my age, there was once a cashier, bank teller, taxi driver, travel agent, mail carrier.
I don't think a travel agent will go away ever because I think that those are really valuable. And once you kind of get into doing like super intricate trips, you'll see the value. What was the last one?
Mail carrier.
Mail carrier is going to be right under. I'm ranking them in order of the least likeliness to go away. So I think travel agent, mail carrier, right there, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Cashier probably going to be out.
yeah.
Cashier is probably going to be out. Taxi driver, you could essentially say, is gone now.
I mean, it's just Uber drivers.
It's Uber drivers. Which,
I mean, it's basically the same thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing as, hailing somebody down on the street or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you didn't really have that in a lot of these cities anyway.
Yeah, it's a big city thing.
Yeah.
Cashier and bank teller, definitely could see those going away.
It's down. I think it's those. It's one of those two.
I don't know the last time I went to see a bank teller.
No.
You know what I mean? Everything can be done from your phone.
I haven't been inside of a bank in so long. You can just transfer all the money. I hate when I have to go inside because they have like limits how much you can take out on time. But that's been such a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone in there recently because I have to like deposit checks or something.
Shit, you could do that at some ATMs now.
Yeah, some you can do them in ATMs and even online too. But like, I mean, I usually always go in.
Check Alex's camera.
I know. I mean,
is it dead or is it off?
No, it's on. Just keep talking.
Well, do something about it. All right. So next, what we have listed here, Al, we'll close out with what is the perfectly roasted marshmallow?
Oh, that's a oddly interesting.
It's a very odd question. I did not put it in the drafts of things for us to talk about. We can blame that on Ben behind the camera.
Must have been Ben's doings.
But the only way...
we don't have to talk about it.
The perfectly roasted marshmallow.
The only way I can think about it is if I'm making the s'mores. Which is crazy to me because I've recently made s'mores with my last woman.
Yeah.
And I tell you this, things stink. They stink. They aren't, well, I'll say they stink because we made them like grown-ups in the oven. We didn't have a fire.
We didn't have a fire. Yeah, see, that's pretty
that definitely is going to play a major role.
Well, it ruined it for me to where I don't think I'll ever try one again.
All right, well, we got a list here. It's like 1 through 10. Like, do you have the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the picture and tell me what's the
No
perfect
doubt
one.
about it, I'm going with 8. I like
8.
a little crispy on mine.
Okay.
I can't see the picture.
Are you that damn old where you can't see it?
I don't have it.
Oh, man, a little zing
goodness.
going on.
Thomas.
Okay, there we go. It is on here. Never
I'm not
mind.
moving my iPad.
I'm probably going to go with a 1 because I'm not eating s'mores. I'm not eating the s'mores. That's disgusting to me.
It's not disgusting. It sounds fantastic.
It's disgusting. The individual ingredients by themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
Fine. It's too messy. I don't like the thought of a roasted marshmallow. Roasted marshmallows are gross to me.
A warm marshmallow is pretty damn good.
A roasted marshmallow is way better than a normal marshmallow.
Yeah.
Because it just melts in your mouth. No, dude.
You like sweet potato pie or casserole?
No.
Okay, well, makes sense. Me either. But somehow I do like the marshmallows. But you're right. If that chocolate doesn't melt right, it is the worst thing to put in your mouth.
Give me the Hershey bar.
I don't even care about the chocolate.
No, you can keep Hershey's.
I don't care if the chocolate's not melted. That don't matter to me.
Ben,
why does it have to be melted?
You can't have room temperature chocolate with a hot piece of marshmallow.
I mean, it's not room temperature. I mean, it's just like you bite into it and you bite the chocolate just like you bite the graham cracker. It's supposed to be hard.
That's just I don't know, dude. It was.
You
awful.
said 8.
Mine's definitely like 7.
8, yeah, dude. A little crisp on there is good.
Yeah,
that lets you know it's hot enough. Like there's,
and
you don't want it to get
inside.
Fresh out the pack, but a little warm because I mean that's just pointless.
Dude, I will say, I remember when I was a kid, we used to camp out all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. We lived not in the woods, but near the woods, and we had a little group, and we'd camp out like every weekend.
Yeah.
And I remember, dude, we would get roasted marshmallows, and I never ate the marshmallows, but I would put it on a stick, stick it in the fire until it caught on fire, and fling it at people. I do remember doing that.
Dude, you had to have been an awful child.
I was actually a pretty good child.
That sounds terrible.
It was mean.
What was the group that was boy, have I put some words together wrong. What was the group that was infiltrated by, that's not even the right one to use. What was it, the boys club? The boys went out doing hunting stuff. You know, the girls sold Girl Scout cookies. What was the boys?
Boy Scouts?
Boy Scouts. To the pedophiles.
You couldn't come up with that.
God.
No. I was going to say.
You got Girl Scouts.
Ben, you're going to have to edit this out. I was going to say, what was the group?
No, that's hilarious.
What I'm about to say is going to need to edit out. Ben,
don't say it.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Edit it out.
I don't want to edit it out.
You already got to edit something for yourself.
You can bleep it out.
Yeah, dude. Bleep it out.
Okay.
The pedophiles were running loose all in the Boy Scouts. So we didn't have that. We had a church thing called the Royal Rangers. And we did the same thing that they did in the Boy Scouts just for church kids. So I was part of that. I do remember going camping and stuff wasn't my thing. Having to poop in the woods was never been my thing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, well, all right, put something over it. I'm like,
dude, I'm all about some camp. I haven't been camping in forever, but I'm all about it.
It's impossible for me to sleep not knowing what's outside of my damn tent.
That kind of makes it fun, though.
Now, if you're
in
a Boy
my
Scout,
opinion.
We start hearing like rustling in the woods.
Very inappropriate.
Yeah, very, very inappropriate.
Well, listen, this episode has been fantastic.
It's been a good one.
We want to thank you all for checking in. Be sure to follow us as I hit myself in the mouth with the mic. Be sure to follow us on all the social medias, Alex.
I'm going to let it go. I had something, but I'm going to let it go.
Oh, you asshole.
Yeah.
I see what you had. The DW Pod on Twitter. The DW Pod on Instagram.
YouTube.
The DW Pod on the TikTok. You can search The DW Pod on YouTube. We'll be under the Team Triton page. I want to thank Team Triton for letting us set up in the studio and
Retro
do these
City
episodes.
Threads.
You like the jersey you see here, Electric City? What's
Electric
that from,
City.
Alex?
This is from The Office.
Go
Scranton.
ahead, visit the link in the description. Make sure our producer puts that in there.
It's at retrocitythreads.com.
/
Retro
the
City
link for
Threads.
the electric.
Coming live to the stage.
All right, guys.
Ben, you laughed a little too hard. Does that remind you of something?
What? I didn't even hear what you said.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's close it out.
All right.
Close it out.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Go
to hell.
Go Big Orange.
Oh. That all y'all got to say? Go Big Orange.
Yeah.
Go Big Orange.
We don't got nothing cool like fucking Roll Tide.